Well, I'll be damned. This weekend was a great weekend for boxing, crossover boxing, and boxing in general. We had the first thing we're going to talk about Misfits X Series 006. Started out with Fangs versus Elena Vampira. Don't really know who Elena Vampira is, and I just know who Fangs is because they're OG's Sidemen fans. Um, this was disappointing for Fangs because she's been talking big game, and supposedly she's been training for months, and she was about to have multiple fights before this to have pulled out. And she was meant to be fighting Minx, and Elena Vampira came in last second. And Elena Vampira, I've got to say it now, is the best female YouTube boxer I've seen so far. Elle Brooke's the best power wise, right? She's got the best power, right? But technical wise, Elena Vampira beats Astrid Wet. Astrid Wet's not even that good, right? So that was good. I mean, to think Elena Vampira came in last second and destroyed Fangs, and Fangs couldn't even stand properly. She was standing up straight, like flat-footed, like what you doing? Against Minx, she would have died because Minx is wild. She's not that good, but she's wild. So that was that. Shocked me really because I thought she was going to win. Next fight, Chase Demore, Stevie Knight. Stevie Knight's first time in the ring. Chase Demore, well, we all know what happened last time. I did think they were going to be slugging it out and it was going to be slow because they're big men. Chase would have got his big moment back of getting his knockout, but of course he has to be a stupid ding. And when he literally knocks out Stevie Knight, like you saw Stevie Knight like fold in half, and then he goes on the floor and starts hitting him when he's down. What kind of idiot? What kind of idiot does that? Like he's down and he's going on his face and tries to pull the Israel Adesanya as if like he's just done an Israel Adesanya moment. I'm glad he got DQ'd. So because of him, he literally knocked him out, and then he knocked his opponent out, and his opponent got the win because he's a stupid cow. That was that. What was after that? We had, who was it? Oh, Kimbo Slice Jr. OG Rose. I don't really know much about either of them. I just know Kimbo Slice Jr. and I know Kimbo Slice. OJ Rose is very good. His technical ability is very good. They're both actually pretty decent. I just think Kimbo Slice Jr. wasn't like that aggressive, and yeah, OJ Rose very good. That was a great fight. There's nothing really to say there. Waleed Sharks, IPAP. IPAP's a comedian. It was his first fight. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, he wasn't going to beat Waleed Sharks. Waleed Sharks is a force to be reckoned with. He's honestly one of the best in Misfits. If he was in a bigger division, he would be literally one of the best, right? If he was in a bigger division, he would be getting those fights with KSI. But he's not. He's in a smaller division. But I reckon in a rematch he beats Dean. Although I do like Dean, I reckon in the rematch he beats Dean. So that was good. And that was actually like a good knockout as well. Not some just shit where like they've tapped their opponent and their opponents fell down because they want no part of it. Minicon, Jake the Viking. Honestly, went into the thinking Jake the Viking would be trash. Minicon's got a bit of experience, so he'll probably be better. It was a draw. I agree that it was a draw. They were both doing good shots. They're both taking chins. I think Jake the Viking's just very inexperienced because his defense, like his defense is a bit iffy. And when he tripped, he sat there like as if like, oh, I've been knocked down. But he could have just got up because it was a slip. Well, ruled a slip anyway. So I reckon they could run that back. It would be good. Or seeing them as a tag team would be good. What did we have next? Yuri Gang TV versus Uncle Pizza. This shocked me because I thought this was going to be a trash fight because it was like a last minute. They looked weird gimmicks. These were the best boxers on the card. Like, technical wise. Like, it was very technical fight, very boring fight though, because they're just like grappling and then on the inside. But technical wise, it was decent. And I would have said I would have said Yuri Gang TV won the fight, but because he got point deducted because he kept spitting his or dropping his gum shield, it shows an inexperience or it shows he's wasting time. The win would have been to him, but he lost a point, so it was to Uncle Pizza. But they could definitely run it back. But I say if they run it back, they need to throw more shots and be less grappling. You know what I mean? Chris Avila, Nate Diaz's guy versus Paul Bamba. Paul Bamba talks a big game as a pro boxer. He He was alright, but he wasn't amazing. Chris Avila's very good, obviously. So, yeah. I think Chris Avila, though, like, to be honest, he's great as a fighter to be on the card. But he needs to give a bit more. Like, he's just, the whole time, I'm not talking, I'm just going to fight. Like, that's great. It's like, the fighting's great. Just give a bit of talk. Even just show up. You don't have to be mega funny. Just show up and talk, you know. Then the main event, JMX versus Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell was really fucking good. Like, Le'Veon Bell, he can go between, what's it? Cruiserweight and light heavyweight. Cruiserweight, light heavyweight, and heavyweight. He can drop between those weights. He can fight KSI, Logan Paul. You can even fight big guys like JMX. Like, he is very good, like, technically, and I was surprised. I thought JMX was going to win, but then again, you realise JMX is quite awkward. You know, he's a bit stiff. And Le'Veon Bell was so calm, relaxed, composed, and just taking his time and making his shots and landing them. JMX was... It was very funny watching JMX's Coach Richard, shouting at the medical guy because in the last round because he opened up the cut. I watched you fucking open up the cut, man. It was very funny. That was Misfits. That was Misfits 006. Very good card. Misfits never actually disappoints. It just wasn't as good as the other ones, but it never actually disappoints. Then at the Kingpyn tournament. I don't know much about the women's. I just know Barbie because she was in the fight hype for some Misfits thing, but never did it. And then she got in the ring. She had a decent knockout, very well done. I just know El Ruga, I know she got the win, well done. I didn't watch the card, I just know the results. King Kenny knocked out my mate Nate. What did I say in my predictions? I said, look, I looked at the training footage and my mate Nate is not living up to the hype. And he didn't. To be fair to him, I thought he'd give Kenny a good technical fight and Kenny would win by decision. Kenny knocked that motherfucker out. Damn right. And Tom Zanetti, I'm disappointed in you because I made a statement of Jarvis is a better boxer, but Tom Zanetti will dog it, and that's why I think Tom Zanetti will take the fight. Tom Zanetti give up. He's like, oh, I'm tired. I can't be bothered. And Jarvis beat you. Now you look like a bitch because I literally... Your whole point in the fight with Slim was, oh my god, Tom Zanetti's good because he doesn't quit. What did you do? You quit. Why? Whindersson Nunes, very good. I don't know how all the Brazilian fighters came all the way from Brazil to stay in that arena just for him, and then after him, they left, even though Gibbs coming out. Why would you leave? Gibbs the best guy on the card. But Whindersson Nunes, very talented. Him versus Gibb, I'm looking forward to that. But I think that might be a final, or potential final. If Whindersson Nunes beats Kenny and he can fight Gibb in the final, that's a great fight. Then Gibb versus Austin McBroom. It's so sad for Austin McBroom, because he wanted that comeback, and now he broke his ankle and he's going to use it as an excuse to get a third fight, but he's lost twice. He was getting battered anyway. He quit, right? Gibb wins. My guy, Gibb. I love Gibb. Cannot wait to see him win this tournament. Then we've got Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Davis. I did say Ryan Garcia would win. Obviously, I knew Gervonta Davis could win. I mean, let's be honest. Look, Gervonta Davis, 28-0, 26 KOs. Been doing it since he was a kid. Ryan Garcia, 23-0, 19 KOs. Been doing it since he was a kid. Gervonta Davis, great technically. He trains with Floyd Mayweather. He's got knockouts for days. Ryan Garcia, very fast. Good check hook. Close with Oscar De La Hoya. Look at Oscar De La Hoya and Mayweather. They had a great clash in 2007. Too close to call, and Mayweather got the win. It was controversial. But I thought Ryan Garcia might take it with a check hook or his speed. And I thought he wanted him more because he talked a lot during the build-up, you know. It sounded like he really wanted this. And then Gervonta Davis, I guess he's just a monster. I guess no one is as good as Gervonta Davis because that was... Like, he literally exterminated all the points that were Ryan Garcia's strengths. Davis killed. So his hook. Davis got under the hook. Hit Garcia. Garcia went down. He's killed one strength. Then, Ryan Garcia's body shot. Look at his body shot on Luke Campbell. Kept him out. What did Garcia finish him off with? A body shot. I mean, let's be honest. Gervonta Davis is... Look, I admit... I said Ryan Garcia was going to win, but I was wrong for that. Gervonta Davis has very, very much impressed me. And then I was like, oh, where'd you go from here? Garcia, don't retire. I know it might have killed every ounce of confidence in you, but I think just get a couple wins over some decent guys, and then be like, right, maybe there might be a Gervonta Davis rematch, but I wouldn't risk it. Gervonta Davis, honestly, he could retire after this fight, but there might be some other guys that could drop or come up weight, and he could fight some other guys. Like, I say, I'm not good with knowing the weight classes. Devin Haney, is he in the similar weight class? He could fight Devin Haney. Davis versus Haney. Yeah, but that was a great weekend. I'm not really disappointed with any of the results, really. But that was my thoughts and opinions. I reckon I got most of my predictions were actually right. Except for Davis, Zanetti, and GMX. So, thank you for watching, and goodbye.
I'ma keep it easy for scratch tracks, that won't please me. I let that song do the talking. I know you ain't getting away, you ain't walking. Like at the gym, I'm lifting weights. I'ma keep it going at a steady pace.